So I knew this day was going to come. I'm putting it out there. I knew this day was going to come. But Acolyte Season 2 is no more. Now, they already panned out like 3 or 4 seasons for this, expecting this to be like a huge hit. And of course, the Star Wars backlash, the fan backlash. It did like top 10. It was like number 10. It debuted 11 million viewers, but then it just dropped so fast, and its final episode was like the lowest rating for Disney Plus. So at that point, you're gonna be gone. And unfortunately, like, it was different for the time period. It was a different time period. We're diving into the Old Republic. It's a time we have not seen that much. We're getting new Jedi, and it shit the bed, guys. It shit the bed. I mean, there was a lot of cool lightsaber battles. I will say that in general. I like that. I did enjoy how it began. It just missed something. And there's all the political backfire. There's like how the cast was coming forward and had no idea it was Star Wars. That's going to cause problems. I mean, you had Harvey Weinstein's assistant that wrote this. That's problematic. There's a lot of things here that are just problematic. We had a report before it first came out, where they were hiring writers. And I remember the writer came forward and said, they were being interviewed in that, and they were just asked, well, what do you know about Star Wars? And she goes, well, I know that Harrison Ford is a big dog and they travel in space. I'm like, oh, you're hired.
Oh,
problems. Lord. Fucking problems. That tells you enough. The Acolyte was doomed from the get-go. Big budget, like $140 million they spent on this. Something insane. They cut the freaking Wookiee lightsaber battle because it went over budget, which is, again, problematic. Why would you ever cut a Wookiee lightsaber battle? That's like the one thing.
Lightsaber battle. What the fuck? Let him win.
They cut it. They just had him die like a little.
Mike? Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. We didn't find out about the taxes. We found out that the Force is a form of witchery. It's like a witch world. The witches call the Force something different. It's the string. You went against the lore a lot, and when you change the lore, people get mad. That's what it is. GR, did you watch this at all? And are you surprised?
I watched the first couple of episodes and then went,
I'm surprised.
No. It's
what?
There was just too much bullshit going on with this thing. It looked good to start with, but went downhill very fast. How's that?
You didn't like the little gopher guy jumping around, trying to plan the plot to save the day?
Oh, I like that.
That's good. Just keep that going.
Was that a joke, Brian? I mean,
it was a real thing. And then we had Jason.
It was like that thing what is it? The little gopher that has the
Caddyshack.
Yeah, there you go.
Caddyshack. We had Jason from the Good Place playing the villain, which he did a good job, I would say, too. He was playing the Sith that we had in this, but honestly, it was just like it felt like it was like a CW thing with way too much money. And I did like the lightsaber battles. Like, the lightsaber battle was pretty fucking dope, where all the Jedi fight him. The Kylo Renish.
That was it.
That was it. And then we had the guy from Squid Game. He did a great job, but he went out like a little. I hated how he went out too. It was dumb. It was dumb, like a little freaking, like he didn't care, like no one cared about him. He was fucking. He had power, and he went out like, meh. I guess I'm gonna die now. Just kill me with the Force. Oh, before we go to Sean here, the one thing that pissed me off about this show most was Okay, we have never seen somebody choke someone else with the Force out besides Darth Vader. Like, he'd just stop you in his tracks and choke you out and destroy you, right? And we have the girl do this in here because she's such a badass that doesn't even know how the Force fucking works. She calls it the string, but she's killing people with the Darth Vader grip hold before Darth Vader did it. Fuck no. And then Darth Plagueis appears at randomly peeking around a rock like, Plagueis is here. I'll be season 2.
Like that.
What the fuck is that? I mean, again,
we needed. That's
I wanted to play, really. I wanted him. Plagueis was doing his fucking. He was like looking for chinchillas in the crevices of rocks. I don't know. But Sean, what do you think? Was this doomed from the get-go, or do you think this is getting a raw deal?
It had such promise, and the way it was sold to me, and what I remembered was, it was a kind of murder mystery with Jedi. Fucking sign me up. I want to know that. I want to hear that. I want to understand that. And that's not what we got. We got convoluted history. We got stretching the idea of established what everything has been your understanding of the Force. And yes, I understand the new trilogy kind of did some of that too. That's fine, but man, it was just a lot of shit that people didn't want to latch onto. It was almost a monster of our own making, right? I think that, and I've probably said it too. Like yes, I want to see how Jedi's do taxes. That's kind of like the misnomer of me saying I want to see this world explored and built out in different directions. And they said, yes, here, this is what we've done. And people resoundingly said, that's not what you should do. So we can't have our cake and eat it too as fans. I don't know, man. There's just, it was so overhyped and so many just even shit to just kind of pick apart and all these negative stories. Yes, as you mentioned, like the creators just not really caring about what the hell they were doing. I feel like it polluted it, and especially with Star Wars, where you have such a rabid built-in fan base, to not give them something to latch onto was a choice, I should say. I still haven't watched it. I gave this episode a little bit of time, but what was that, GR? Missed it?
Just don't waste your time.
Thank you, buddy. No, I'm going to go ahead and read Wikipedia, the episode synopsises, and try and draw some sort of. There's a lot of names in this Wikipedia article. Jackie Lon. So these names, man. I'll tell you what, they got the names right. Star Wars has got some stupid names in there.
People are mad about a fat Jedi too. Like, oh, Jedi would never be fat. I'm like, are you guys kidding me right now? There was so much backlash.
Jedi's got squid heads too.
What's up, Rachel?
I don't know. I don't know, man. It didn't have Grogu in it. People are upset about that, I'm sure too.
It was just
Darth Vader.
There's so much. There's so much like course correcting going on too. Like even and I failed to mention this during the Borderlands thing, but like they just announced Borderland 4, which I'm sure like had the movie done better or like and received some kind of credit. Like people would give a shit that game was announced too, and I don't see a lot of people excited for that either. And then like D23 like. They kind of downplayed the Acolyte at it, and then what was the big sign off? Well, hey guys, we're gonna go ahead and do a Grogu Mandalorian movie to kind of make up for this shit too.
We know.
Yeah, man, it's a lot of like mea culpas. A lot of mistakes are trying to be righted here. Marvel did the same thing with RDJ as Doctor Doom, right? Like we as an audience like say we want new shit, say we want stories that don't revolve around the same characters, and yet when they give it to us and it's not great, we immediately are like shitting on it, and sometimes deservedly so. Which
now they're trying to say that apparently Robert Downey Jr. Wow, that's a mouthful. Came forward and said that he is playing Victor Von Doom. Which I'm like, is he really, or is it Tony Stark? Is that a misdirect? It's a Tony Stark Von Doom. You know what I mean?
Don't trust anything anymore. Don't trust anybody.
You can't. DTA, right? GR.
Paul Donahue died. Forget it. He was the last one to tell it straight.
As GR says,
GR, remember Donahue?
Hell yes.
Mm-hmm.
I showed up. I was on a Donahue episode as a child. GR, did you know that?
No, you weren't. Were you really?
It was. I don't think I wasn't a subject of it, but they did like some filming in Michigan one time, and my parents, my mom went, and I kept running up and giving Donahue goldfish crackers, and so he said, "I want to thank little Sean Sutherland here for goldfish crackers," and that was great. That was it. There you go.
Fame.
From the Acolyte to Donahue, we've covered a lot of things here. Sorry.
I know.
Tell me more.
There's nothing else to tell you.
Hey, we are an entertainment news show, right?
That's true.
That's bullshit.
Mike, you didn't watch this, right? I forgot. Did you say you didn't watch this?
Like, no, I have I have no belief in Disney.
Are you bummed? Are you bummed, Mike? Because it was on your queue, right? It was on your queue for a long time. Your Disney Plus, Mickey Mouse, tail swirling queue, and you're waiting to watch it. Now it's canceled. Are you going to watch it at all?
Yeah, I'm just watching reruns of DuckTales, Tailspin, all the other tail shows on Disney. My belief in like all the Disney, Marvel, Star Wars crap is just so in the toilet, Brian. I don't say.
Come on, Mike. I was excited about this though. This had potential. I thought. Look at this lightsaber battle. I mean, there's a little piece, but they call him Smilo Ren online these days. They call him Smilo Ren.
That's funny. This looks awesome.
Great.
I mean, look at all those colors lightsabers. Orange lightsabers. They look like they're attacking each other with a bunch of freezer pops.
Yeah, except he's way too powerful for where he's at in the Jedi timeline, and there's supposed to be no Sith. And now there's a Sith there now, and he says he's Sith. So it's like, they just didn't care. They just didn't care about the lore, Mike. That was the problem.
Right. This was supposed to be the High Republic age, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Fuck, that whole thing was missed for me too.
Disappointment.
I was so excited.
Timeline. They were all convoluted.
Yeah. And
I got excited. Brian, I got excited when you played the little guy kind of bouncing around in his costume. I was like, okay, this feels like Star Wars to me.
This little bitch.
Give me some.
Where's he at?
Unkar Plutt. Give me some Grogu, like Sean said. Give me some Porgs, like Rachel is saying. We want little furry, cute guys. This is what I want. If you want your show to take off, give me some Babu Frick in there. Some frickin' Babu, okay?
But Mike, this little guy, just like he fucks everything up. He's supposed to be like the sniffer that like sniffs out the Jedi, but then all of a sudden he just starts like fucking everything. I'm like, what the hell are you doing, man? He's like trying to crash a ship.
There's making his own agenda. There's a way of framing this narrative, Brian, where this guy is the protagonist. If we look at things from his perspective,
he's saving the fucking day.
He's saving the universe. Yeah, I think that the
one spin at a time
is an untrustworthy
take that off the
narrator.
Screen, please. That's gross.
GR's had enough of him.
I'll just watch that GIF. That's fine.
GR's had enough. This was writing on the wall for me again. There were a lot of people that expected to come back. They thought, well, Disney just bring it back because, they just don't care. They'll bring Star Wars stuff back until it dies. But they had so much backlash. They lost the lore. Amandla, who starred in it, put the video out where she just trashed the fans because the fans were like, "This sucks," and then she called the fans racist because they hated the show. And then I'm like, well, you can't just do that without talking to Disney and expect your career to be fine.
Yeah, that's not great for the career.
And they wrote this show for her too. That's what I was told too. Like they wrote the show for her. So on top of that, it's like, you fucking blew it, girl. And she did great. I think she did good in the show. I'm not going to complain about her acting. I think she was fine. She played 2 parts. But I just think that the story just wasn't there. And they were trying to make her like Darth Vader because, spoiler alert, there's 2 versions and the good person becomes fucking Darth Vader at the end, choking a bitch out. And it's like, that's not, you're killing her master. And I'm like, how are you killing your master now? You were the good person. I don't know. It just felt like they were trying to make a new Darth Vader. We don't need Darth Vader now. We need different villains, different time, different history, and let's have fun with that time. Let's find out.
I'll get back in when Don Glover's Lando movie or show.
Yeah, there we go. That's where
going. That one. I got some.
That'll solve it.
Tim stealing your line.
What's that? Stone Cold. GR, that's your line, because when GR is here, the glass always breaks.
I don't have the beer cans. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Sean. Sean's like, what the fuck? But this is canceled. If you were excited about it, unfortunately, it's gone. It's done. They have storylines again, like I said, for multiple seasons. Writing on the wall, people are saying the fans win. The fans don't win in this situation. We lose. Because the fans want great Star Wars. We always encourage it to be great. We want it to survive and thrive and be great. But unfortunately, Catherine Kennedy is giving us fucking shit. And we want better. And I hope Skeleton Crew will be great. I think it looks good. Skeleton Crew might be the savior. I'm putting it out there one more time.
I know about Skeleton Crew, dude.
The Goonies in space, man. Goonies in
Star
space.
Wars suburbs, man. What are we doing there? What is going on?
Yo, player, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we are live. And if you are able to join our Patreon, please join. Because the Pepestar needs more snickety snacks. Because I'm hungry. Holla back. Love y'all.